Tiadit, Konesatatu, Falchigo di, Terraincogweirdo. Hello, how are you? And welcome to Terraincogweirdo. Auntie Angie here today, going to attempt for maybe like the 15th time to clear the belief hole brain fart. I don't know about you guys, but for the past week or so, Auntie Angie has not had two brain cells to rub together. I've literally tried to film this video at least 15 times. It's the Ides of October. May the gods be with me. Please let me get through this. Okay. So I wrote all these notes, right? And then I realized my notes were too long. So I tried to quantify my notes, and here's my, you guys always seeing my canceled insurance cards, the real ones in a secret place. So this is my attempt to make a short list of my notes. Didn't go very well. This should be simple, but it's not, and that is why I got lost within my own machinations the first time. So let's try to get through this, kids. Okay, here we go. All right, well, trying to clear my belief hole brain fart, I had another belief hole brain fart. So I made a video explaining my belief hole brain fart, and inside of that video, I had another belief hole brain fart, so a meta brain fart. Who knew mental flatulence could be so meta? Well, Auntie Angie's learning. But thanks to the auspices of the beautiful and wonderful Purple Mommy, thank you. And I wore purple today in honor of Purple Mommy. She caught my second belief hole brain fart, which brings us here to the approximate 15th re-recording of this video. Okay, I will explain it all sequentially. All right, here we go. Brain fart number one. I lost my way trying to explain to you all how I link relativism to flat earth theory. Brain fart number two. I confused which of the belief hole twins was leaning towards flat earth theory being a correct theory. I thought that it was Chris, but thanks to the aforementioned amazing and wonderful Purple Mommy and her swift intervention, I learned that it is in fact the other twin, Jeremy, leading brothers Chris and John to coin the term Jeremy's crazy corner. Poor Jeremy. Gosh, you guys. Brothers, man. You're so rough on each other. Siblings. So here we go. I felt kind of bad for Jeremy. And I have to say, Jeremy appeared to be merely leaning in the direction of flat earth theory. He never, at least that I know of, Purple Mommy can probably tell us, he never actually came out and said, I believe this to be 100% true. He was more like a possible proponent of flat earth theory. So I think flat earth theory is self-explanatory, right? Some people think the earth is flat. Okay. But let's go over relativism, because I don't know how many people know about relativism or talk about relativism, but I myself am a proponent of relativism. And here's what the Oxford Dictionary has to say about relativism. Relativism is the belief that truth and right and wrong can only be judged in relation to other things, and that nothing can be true or right in all situations. Relativism is the doctrine that knowledge, truth, and morality exist in relation to culture, society, or historical content and are not absolute. Well, I absolutely believe that that is correct. So according to me, reality is relative to the perceiver. And all possibilities are simultaneously existing and functioning multidimensionally. Okay, easy enough, right? I think a little, this is not part of my notes, but I just need to give you a little bit of an idea about, let's expound a little bit more about reality being relative to the perceiver. I think of the totality of consciousness, energy, being and non-being. Kind of think of it, well, I think of it in a few ways. I think of it like a great big Tonka toy. And Tonka toys are the wooden cogs with the wooden sticks that stick into the cogs, and there's a bunch of holes in the cogs, and you can make all kinds of cool little diagrams and models. But when I think about an infinite multi-dimensional Tonka toy, each one of us is a cog, and all of the little cogs close to us are those consciousnesses that are within our scope, the span of our life. So, like, you know, your friends, your family, your kids, your pets, stuff like that. And it goes outward and outward and outward, or inward and inward and inward, just the same difference. It doesn't really matter. Ad infinitum. And that is how, because we are all part of that great big infinite Tonka toy, we are part of the one. But as our own little respective cogs, we are individual parts of a bigger whole. Another way to look at that would be like a humongous gemstone, again, infinite size, dimension, and multidimensional, of course. A gemstone is a singular object, however, the infinite gemstone has infinite facets cut into it, and each facet compromises one person's consciousness or one being. It doesn't have to be a person, because as we know, there's many things that have consciousness that are not people. So any form of consciousness is one facet on that gem. Because of the way gemstones are cut, facets do not reflect the same point of view. No facet on a gemstone reflects out in the same direction. They all see from a different perspective, and that's why your perceptions and our individual perceptions are so important, because it's the totality of all perceptions that comes together to form the collective consciousness. This is how we are once ourselves and not ourselves, okay? And I had a teacher who once explained it to me like this. She said, it's like an infinite pool of water, and you dip in a ladle, and that ladle is a consciousness that might dwell in a body for a lifetime. At the end of that lifetime, that consciousness gets poured back into the pool of water, and then the next time another consciousness is needed to fuel an avatar, fleshy avatar, another dip or ladle of water is taken out of the pool of collective consciousness. So you can think about it, not the exact same makeup is not going to be in every ladle of water. So you may have lived 100 million thousand times, but it's you and it's not you. It's the oneness of you, because each expression and each life is a unique perspective and life force. It only happens once, it never comes around again, but that doesn't mean that your consciousness doesn't live over and over and over. Okay, was that clarifying or confusing? Well, you know, get used to it, because that's life here in Terra Incogweirdo. Okay. So I describe my thought process as Schrödinger's box. Have you ever heard of the thought experiment known as Schrödinger's cat? So, in simple terms, Schrödinger's cat is a thought experiment that states if you seal a cat inside of a box with some type of element or anything that will eventually kill it, and, you know, I figure enough time and no food and water could also kill a cat. In the original thought experiment, I believe that they used radioactive isotopes, which is definitely going to kill a cat eventually. So if you seal this cat inside a box with something that's going to kill it, until you open that box and you observe the cat, you don't know if it's alive or dead. So the thought experiment postulates that until the box is opened and the cat is observed, that all possibilities exist at once. Galmalish. That's excuse me in Irish. Okay. So my thought process is very much like that. At all times, it juggles all possibilities, and it refuses to judge anything permanently. Remember the movie Chasing Amy? Constant updates? Well, they were talking about something different. But still, my brain requires constant updates, and I don't really see the need to come to a firm conclusion or decision on anything when things are always evolving and changing. So why not just leave it open-ended, right? Because truth one day is false the next day. So why don't we just remain fluid? Be like the willow and bend. Do not be like the oak and break in the windstorm. Be like the willow and bend with the wind. Okay. So, accordingly, my concept of flat Earth follows that the theory is simultaneously A, false, because physics. Physics is a science. How could science be wrong? B, flat Earth theory is true, because physics. Physics is a theoretical science, which explains how science can be wrong. And C, flat Earth theory is an unlimited number of other possibilities entirely because I live inside Schrödinger's box, which in and of itself is a trick in perception because I believe reality based upon human judgment is the actual box. Humans use this to quantify existence so they don't become completely wax sauce, much like Aunt Angie. People who claim to be normal are merely dwelling inside a self-constructed box of judgments to maintain their perceptions and precarious grip upon their self-imposed concept of sanity. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. That's what I think right now, but I'm leaving it open because I might change my mind. And I reserve the right to change my mind at all times. Okay. So let's see. Here is an example of self-imposed concept of sanity. I believe we dwell inside a sympathetic simulation that is always trying to give you the answers you are looking for. So whatever you believe, you will be able to find arguments to support your belief. So this is how I believe people who are sane use their beliefs to bolster their reality. And I believe that we live in a sim, and I believe that sim is sympathetic, and it wants to give you the answers that you're looking for. So, whatever you believe in, you will ultimately be able to find supporting arguments. So, if you believe in flat Earth, you will find arguments to support your belief. If you don't believe in flat Earth, you will find arguments to support that belief. And if you're on the fence like me, you will also find any number of ideas to support that belief as well. So, relativistic universe. And that is how flat Earth theory relates to relativism. Woo! I did it! Well, did I? Are you all confused? Well, let me know below. Leave your comments and let me know below. So, was that easy? No? Okay. Well, I leave thee with these questions 3. Has the paranormal fog been sufficiently cleared from the existential room? Probably not. Can you understand now? Okay, this is number 2. Can you understand now how Auntie Angie's brain takes her out for long, leisurely swims and forgets the way back to the dock? Oh, where is my mind? Oh, it's way out in the water, swimming with the pixies. No wonder I'm so crazy. And number 3, questions 3. If the Earth is flat, if the Earth is flat, why hasn't Schrödinger's cat already pushed everything off the edge? Okay. So that's about it for flat Earth theory, relativism. And that's never it for the Belief Hole Brothers, because the Belief Hole Brothers are so freaking awesome. Okay, and before I wrap it up here today, I did promise Purple Mommy that I would... Where? I don't know where he is. Biscuit! Biscuit! Come here, buddy! I promised Purple Mommy that I would let you all meet Biscuit again, because I did it in the first video that I took down. Oh, it's your ball. Now come here. Come here. Favorite. Oh, brr. Oh. 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 Okay, Biscuit's looking for his ball. Oh, oh, he's a little obsessed. So this is my grandson, Biscuit von Wigglesworth, also known as Dick Draggins, and I think you can guess why we call him that. He has a propensity for dragging certain parts of his body on the rug, and he wants to play ball. Oh my God. Okay. Go. It's just for you, Purple Mommy. So I guess it's time for me to go and play ball with Biscuit. I would say it in Irish, except he knows it in Irish. So it doesn't help. Alright, guys. That's all for today. I am going to try to post more regularly, but I'm right in the middle of sustainable farmers canning season, so busy. But once things start to slow down for winter, I'm going to be better about posting at least once a week, and I will come up with a day
where I will post every day. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. I love you. Okay, thanks for coming by to Terra Incogweirdo. And remember, if somebody calls you a weirdo, what do? You say, thank you. Slango fall. We'll see you next time, weirdos. I love you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Slango fall.